So we're gonna move on though to
Okay.
burnt-end nachos.
Let's do it.
Because that's delicious. It's barbecue and Mexican food colliding for a heavenly combo. And on the side, we're serving up a fun story behind this tasty creation.
That's right. Shawn Larson from Sol Cantina is here now to share the backstory and to show us how to make them. He just grabbed something from the refrigerator, so that was some good last minute.
A little salsa, a
Little added salsa here.
Need that
though.
for the end, yeah.
All right,
yeah.
so first off, let's get the ideas behind this. Obviously,
Sure.
Burn-In's big Kansas City barbecue
Big Kansas
town.
City
This
thing,
is
yeah.
what you do.
Yeah.
So what made you decide to want to put it with nachos?
To be honest with you, I've been working, being a part of Sol Cantina for 10 years, and when you're there that long, you can't eat the same thing all the dang time.
Yeah.
So we just started making stuff up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We made some burn-in nachos, and then we just kind of kept it a secret between the bartenders and ourselves. And then a couple customers caught on to it, and then, man, it really took off.
So
yeah.
it was one of those secret restaurant items kind of that you didn't
Yeah.
list anywhere, but
Yeah.
if you knew about it, you could go ahead and ask for it.
Absolutely, yep.
All right, well, how did they finally make it to the menu, though? They kind of just leaked out there, so to
It was
speak?
enough leaking, yeah. And then finally, the owner at the time was like, "What are you eating?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, I made some burnt-in nachos." He's, "Let me try those." And then next thing you know, he's like, "Those have to go on
So
the menu."
you didn't even tell the owner you were
No.
making them, you just went ahead and did it?
Correct,
Is that
yes.
common practice in the restaurant scene?
It is actually very common practice in the
Okay.
restaurant industry, yes.
Well, there you go. Well, I'm ready to glove up and
do
make
this.
some nachos here today. So what are we starting with? Just
First things first, you got to
Oh,
put the
yeah.
best part, and that's our
Cheese.
queso.
What's special about the queso?
Melted cheese.
Melted cheese.
Name
Just
one thing
beautiful.
better in the world.
Nothing. Well, okay.
Well, yeah. You got to get your nice base down,
right.
some good melted cheese. I actually like to put a little bit extra on there because I'm
Yeah.
a very cheesy person. Bum.
But we don't have the rim shot loaded up. Sorry.
That's all right.
Okay. So we got our. So are you the kind of guy that puts the meat down first after your
No,
cheese?
I like to put the meat down and let the meat simmer on top so that way it's easy to pick at.
Okay.
So I like to go cheese on cheese.
cheese on cheese. So
Yes.
more cheese. How
Let's go
much?
cheese? The more the yes,
merrier.
that actually is perfect.
Now we're talking here. So there's
You've
a
done
secret.
this before.
There's a secret to layering nachos, I think, if you want, like you said, get the maximum amount of
Correct.
toppings per bite.
That's correct, yep. A little bit of corned bean relish we're going to put on here too as well. Just
Okay.
beans, just corns, a little something we put together.
Is there a little type of seasoning or flavoring on that at all? Or
It's basic. It is just corns and beans. That's really it.
the corns and the
corns
beans?
and the beans, yes.
Okay.
That's correct. Now we're going to go for the burn-ins.
All right, let's hit it with the burn-ins here. So,
Yes.
I mean, if this were me, I would just take and scrape the whole thing in
Just
there.
dump it.
Just dump it, you know. But all right, but we want to get some equitable dispersion of the burn-ins across the
Yes.
nacho plate here.
It's fun. Again, I mean, you've seen more people in Kansas City do burn-in nachos lately. Sol's been doing them for a very, very long time, and so we're very proud of them. We
Yeah.
also do a burn-in quesadilla you got to try sometime,
Oh,
too.
okay. Now, do
It
you
is
guys do your own
fantastic.
burn-ins then?
So we bring our burn-ins
They bring
in,
it? Okay.
yeah. But we do get very, very good burn-ins, and it makes a huge difference.
Beautiful.
A little bit of jalapeno to kick it up.
Got to spice it up. Oops.
Whoa.
Party foul.
And then I like to put the sour cream on last.
Okay.
Okay. But we're gonna do some barbecue sauce
with
and
some
then
barbecue
just
sauce.
oh yeah, just
All right,
drizzle
just
that
all
sucker.
over. Just
yep.
boom. There we go. Now we're talking here.
Yep.
Okay.
Dab it with a little bit of the good stuff.
Now, when you dab, do you have other people dab too?
We all dab. Yes. We're dabbing. I'll be honest with you, these nachos look way better than the ones I made earlier.
I know. I feel like the fresher, the better here.
Yes.
Maybe it's because I helped with it.
It's probably exactly
Probably
what it was.
exactly
Yeah.
what it is. Now,
You're
before
right.
we go here, we got this big chain sitting over here. I know there's a story behind it, and our
Yes.
producer wears one of these to the Chiefs games.
That's correct.
What's going on here?
So last year we started what we call the Tutty Chain Gang because Chiefs don't get a lot of turnovers, but we get a lot of touchdowns.
That's right.
And so we started that. Myself and some friends, and we wear them to the games. It's fun because very first preseason game this year, Dante was sitting in front of us. Two rows down.
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, it's my son's first game." We're like, "You don't get to wear one chain, you get to wear all three chains."
No.
Kid lit up, man.
No, and then he blew up on Twitter the
I
next
know.
day. It was crazy.
So we had no idea who the kid was.
Yeah.
The next day we woke up and go, "Guys, we got a problem on our hands." But
Yeah.
it's cool, man. It's just a cool thing, and you see so many people out there for the Chiefs games going nuts and having a good time with it too as well.
And something to show off, definitely.
That's
We'll
right.
tell you what, we
That's
got
right.
our nachos made up here. We better try some here before we get out of here.
Yes.
Got to get some jalapenos, got to get some, I'm just going all in here.
Yeah, you got to get it.
There we go. All right, Shawn, thank you for being here. And these
Appreciate
dudes
it.
again, these Burnett Nachos, Sol Cantina down on 31st Street. Over to you, Belinda.